Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you're good. We are going to talk today about Bybit and its new Tether Contracts. Finally arrived. It's pretty neat. So welcome. Obviously, good to have you. Subscribe, bell button please. Lovely. Press a like and a comment as well. I do appreciate the comments. You've probably noticed already I'm a bit of a wind-up merchant, so try not to fall into my traps that I leave in these little videos that people react to. It messes with people's minds. It's funny. It's great. So just be mindful that I will say silly things and I will get you in my traps. So this is normal Bybit. You're probably thinking, well, what's changed? Well, there's a short there. I'm thinking we're going to go down low. Yeah, I'd like to wind you up. Let's go. $3,000. See what happens. Anyways, so they've released on Wednesday this Tether Contracts. Ooh. So it's just BTC at the minute, but I'm going to go through it. I'm going to show you how it works and stuff like that. So just to give you a bit of an insight, I only recommend Bybit for futures trading, right? That's it. Simple as that. I recommend other exchanges for different things that have Forex, but for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, etc., I only use this. I don't use Binance. I don't use anything else. I get a lot of emails. So if you are a promoter of a freaking exchange, yeah, because you won't get through to me because I will just ignore you. Because, go away. Honestly, they do my head in. So we'll go through this. We'll do a top to bottom analysis of what this actually is, how it works. This is good because you can hedge. So the other version that was on at the start, that one, with the normal contracts and stuff like that, that is holding the asset. So if you've got Ethereum, you trade Ethereum. So if you want to go long on Ethereum, you put your leverage on it, you're getting more Ethereum. Same when you're going short. This is using Tether, so you can actually use, when it is available, when you can get more contracts on here, you can just go on each one and just trade Ethereum with Tether, trade Bitcoin with Tether, XRP, whatever. Really, really easy, but it is a really neat interface, and I'm really enjoying how neat it actually already is when you consider how neat that looks. The depth chart looks a bit better than anything I've ever seen on any exchange, where it's just quick and easy to get to. You've obviously got all the charting elements. You've got the monthly chart, which is kind of pointless on these because they're brand new data. But if you go onto any sort of Tether chart, onto your trading view, you can get all the information anyways. But yeah, it's all here, fully working order, a full screen version as well. Look, it's all right. It's nice and neat and tidy, and I do recommend it. Again, if you do want to jump in, I do have an affiliate link where with me you get less fees, which is also nice and neat. But if you're just thinking, well, actually I can just trade off this really, really easy, I quite like the way it looks, you know, if I wanted to just do a nice little, you know, long position here and get completely and utterly wrecked, I could do it really, really easy, which most people tend to do. I'll probably mess with someone's OCD there by saying that, because I'm a dick. Anyways, so when you've got all these tools to your kind of, you know, to your areas, in terms of everything on here, you can play around with it. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. You can keep it all on your chart, nice, neat and tidy. And yeah, go back to short version, easy. So how do you do orders? Now, default is set to cross, so please make sure you understand what cross leverage is. It's where you've got to use your balance properly, balance management, risk, money management, all kinds of good stuff, because you are actually trading the overall value of the, you know, the leverage available, 100x in this case, with Bitcoin. And it will be counteracted against your balance margin, i.e. your available balance. So if you were going to risk, say, $3,000, and I've got 3,800 in here, you know, you haven't got much wiggle room because you could get yourself liquidated and completely and utterly bummed, basically very, very fast. But if you only risk, say, $38 of that, and you've got a nice stop loss, you've got a high leverage amount, you can make quite a bit of money with that using only 1% of your account. Simple. So that is another thing that I could talk about for hours, is risk management and size, but I'm not going to in this video. So how does this work? We'll go to isolated first, so you can pick your leverage. You can go your longs and your shorts. So if you want to go 100x, boom. Or if you want to go sell 10x, because you can hedge. Hedging is a thing on this as well, which I don't think is out yet, but I'm pretty sure in the next few days you can hedge. So you can go long and short, and you can hedge. So if you're not 100% convinced, You can go one way, the other you can do a 30-70 split, whatever the hell you want in terms of leverage if you wanted to go that far as an example, but in real life terms you'd do 3x and a 5x for example. Likewise, you can also trade on the other version as well at the same time. So say if you were going short with Ethereum one way and you were going to go long with Tether, you could do that if you so wish to, depending on your account balance. So there's all kinds of stuff you could kind of consider when you are using this now. But in terms of how it works, it is very, very easy. So we're going to do a very, very basic dummy order just to show you how it works. We're going to do 1x leverage if it works. There we go. Boom. So it won't really be that much, but we're going to go into a little short position. You'll press the sell button. Very, very easy. You're going to do a limit order. And you got to remember here, it's quantity in BTC. So you can see here the 10%, 25%. This is of my account. So just be mindful of what you're using here. So just a bit of a thought for you. Make sure you are looking at the bottom order cost number. See this number here? Because when I start putting things in here, you're going to see how much it costs. If I put another 0 in here and a 1, you can see $6. If I'm putting 0.01, you can see here 666, the number of the devil. All kinds of beautiful stuff. Ooh. Anyways, we're going to do a very, very simple plain order just to kind of show you how it all works. So if you're going to go short on a limit order, the one thing about this, just put in, you can put in whatever the hell you want. 4, 5. If you want to put a TP in, really, really easy to use, 25%. Boom, that's a huge win. And again, if you wanted to lose, say, 25% of your amount, go for it. This is only 1 times leverage, very, very low. Pretty sure it's, yeah, we're going to go for it. And I'm going to open a short position. And it will do confirmation. Make sure you've not got any fat fingers. And boom, you're in a position. How easy was that? Very, very easy. Again, what's beautiful with this as well, it's very, very easy to look at. You can easily adjust and adapt all of this. Now it is very, very dark. I will say that it's quite dark to see. So I'm hoping your monitor resolution is quite good. I'm on full brightness, so I can't really change it much anyways. But when you start looking at this, you can change your TP and you can edit it, and obviously you can edit your stop loss to whatever the hell you want. It's entirely up to you, but it's really, really straightforward. But as well, you could probably slide it. I'm going to guess you can slide it. Can we slide it? No, that isn't available yet. On the other version it is, so that'll be one thing that hopefully does come in. But personally, I don't tend to use a slider. I tend to use this more. I just like to know my figures first. It's a little bit easy because sometimes you get it a bit wrong and you go, oh shit. So make sure you do your technicals, make sure you look at your levels and go from there. But there you go, that is in profit as it stands. Well, not by much. Come on, Ash. But it's just kind of trying to show you how it all works. But if we wanted to open, say, let's just say open a buy order. And we're going to do a buy order at, we'll just do it at whatever level. We can try and think. Let's see if it does work. I don't know if it will. 0.001, cushy. Again, TP, whatever. Stop loss, whatever. See if it does work. There you go. So you can go long and short on this, just to give you an insight, just to show you it does work. Pretty interesting how it does work in reality. I think it is quite cool. And again, if you wanted to close it, but you can also auto margin and stuff like that, which is also obviously different. That will increase it down into cross leverage, which is kind of a different boat game, and I wouldn't want to recommend it if you are new to the game of trading. But this is just giving you an insight of how it can work in the future. When there's more content, there's more choice for you to use this, and it's really, really good. So if you wanted to say close this short position here, cushy, just want to press 100% at this current price range, off we go. Limit order, just fuck off, get out of here. That conditional order is still going through. There we go. Active. Is that it? Pretty sure. Don't know. It's kind of all new. Close that one, even though that one was wrong, but that was just to show you a point. But this one, this original short that I did at the start, easy. So again, if you want to just close it, just to kind of show you, close it at 6629, full amount, bosh. Limit order, just waiting for it to close. Come on. There's one thing as well, just to be make aware of this as well, because it's new. wait for the liquidity to flow as well. I wouldn't start using big massive leverage, as you can see here. So waiting for this limit order to close. I'm pretty sure I put a limit order in for that one. I'm confused with these market orders here. They're old orders from yesterday, I believe. Oh no, this morning. I'll figure it all out. You're learning with me. One active, close, short. I'm confused here. Oh, right. So it's wiped out the stop losses. So be mindful of that. Let's just put a limit close now. 6630. Confirm. There's my order there. You can see it. I'm the only one there. There we go. So it does work. It does work. So you need to make sure you are getting your limit orders right. Obviously, it's not the best practice to do a limit order right on the price. It always throws you off. But in terms of all that, in terms of order history, you can see it all there. Obviously, been playing around with it. So just be mindful of the liquidity. The liquidity might not be flowing just yet. People will be eventually going over it. But in terms of the turnover, it is increasing. It's looking quite good. But in terms of all this, I think it is a beautiful little concept. I do like it. Again, you could also use these buttons here if you wanted to close it, market or limit order. But yeah, I'd be mindful of what you're doing. But one thing I will say, just be mindful of the cross version. So you can obviously go into a cross leverage position. It's going to use a full amount, but be wary of that. So that is today's video. It's pretty simple. It's pretty obvious in terms of how it all works, and I can't really stress enough of how easy it actually is. And I do like the way the order book is kind of presented here as well. You can make it quite big, you can make it quite obvious if you do study that. And again, you always got the recent trades you can kind of knock about. But if you wanted to edit it and make it customized for you in terms of how you want it to look, you can also play around with it. It's entirely up to you. I personally prefer it the normal way. I kind of like that. I do like to have this a little bit bigger though if I'm looking a bit closely, but I tend to use TradingView on that screen. But yeah, just be mindful of that. So I hope this video helps. Link is below if you want to jump in. I do have a Telegram group and I have social media if you want to jump in the links, crack on. There's over 1,500 people in my Telegram, which is pretty scary. So yeah, see you later.